G'day guys. This is a layout where I am literally, I just play. That's what I'm doing. I'm playing. So more or less, I basically reached my thing where I just went, you know what? I'm just going to play today and see what I wanted to play with my products. And I decided, I pulled out a heart stencil. Where I got that from, nobody knows. I have no idea. It's just a heart stencil. And I've pulled out my Ranger texture paste. It's the transparent matte one. I always reach for my Crafters Workshop one, the light and fluffy one, but I thought, no, this time I'll reach for the Ranger. And believe it or not, every single product that I use on here, except for the silver washi tape, is all from Ranger. Isn't that bizarre? It could literally be a poster child for them. Sorry about that. Still getting past my cough. But seriously, I just love doing this. This is what I love. When I can just sit down and just play. What I'm actually mixing there is the texture paste. Look, it's sped up, but these watercolor pencils, these are the Distress watercolor pencils from Ranger, and they're the Tim Holtz ones. Oh, they are so good. I absolutely love them. This is one of the ways I like to use them. And see how I've got those little containers? What's in those is just pencil shavings from the actual pencil. So that way I can pull out some texture paste and I can actually mix the pigment directly into it, and I'm not diluting the texture paste by adding ink or maybe like a re-inker. I'm so sorry, I've got a cough again. Don't you love the spicy cough that you get stuck with? Isn't it delightful? I had COVID last week, in case you're new to my channel, and I'm still getting past it. But anyway, the three colours that I'm using are Cracked Pistachio, Salvaged Patina, and Peacock Feathers. They're the three colours that I went with. When it comes to the watercolour pencils, there's not the entire range that you have with the Distress Oxides. So pretty much I think it's going to be, I hope it's going to be a case where hopefully they release another tin and it'll have some of the deeper colours and some of the other bits and pieces in there. I'm sure Tim probably wants browns and blacks and greys and all that sort of stuff. But, you know, I'd still buy that actually, because these are fantastic. And I've made a bit of a pact with myself that if I spend money on a product, now I'm doing YouTube full time, and this is my full-time job. Trust me, it's not really a job. Well, it is a job, but it's so much fun. Like, really? Is that work? Can you call fun work when you get to play with art and craft products all day? Like, is that really work? Anyway, so basically I basically just mixed it with the transparent matte texture paste, and I just put it through my stencil. You saw what I did. I just put the light one through first to sort of get it in and across, and then sort of just added the other colors on top and around and just sort of dragged it through. So you kind of get that ombre-ish sort of look through the stencil. That's what I was going for. I wanted the three different colors, and to be honest, I don't think I've ever used this stencil until today. So, and I thought, it's February. You know, I printed out a black and white photo that has absolutely no story connected to it other than the fact that it's one of my dogs, and, you know, this is a bit of a process. Trust me when I tell you, excuse me. Trust me when I tell you that this takes a little bit of It was a challenge. I was trying to figure out I was trying to reinvent the wheel is what I was trying to do. But I was trying to get the drips going. Now, I was trying to use the actual pencils instead of using my shavings. I thought, no, try and do it this way because this is what most people would have. Not everyone would have them shaved and sort of put to the side. Now, I'm using Vicky Bouton's Foundations paper. Now, that cardstock is fantastic. It is designed for mixed media. Did I put any gesso on this page? Ba-bow. No, I did not. So, you can see I am adding a considerable amount of water to this page. And you want to know something? By the time I get to the end of it, if you can stick to the end with me, this video is not ridiculously long, but if you can stick to the end, it works. And I did not use any gesso on this paper, on this cardstock at all. Now, what I'm trying to do, and I'm making it look, to be honest, I was playing, guys. I was just enjoying playing. That's what I was doing. There was nothing more than, let's just play and see what happens. If we get a really great layout, and I just turned the video on at the same time. That's what I was doing. If I cough one more time, you reckon I can cough one more time? Okay, so what I'm trying to do is dark at the bottom and light at the top, and the Salvaged Patina in the center. That's what I'm trying to do here. I don't know why I'm trying to reinvent the wheel. I don't even know why I'm thinking the way I'm thinking. But I was playing. So give me a little bit of grace. Give me a little bit of grace, okay? I've been sick and I just wanted to play with some products, and I reached a point where I got to now and I went, you donkey, you know how to do this. Like, what are you doing? Get your brain in the right headspace. I had the most fun doing this. I literally had music blaring in my craft room, and I was just going to town having fun. And sometimes, even as content creators, because that is what I do full time, and that's how I bring you 6 videos a week, every single week, unless I'm really sick. And that's what we do. We create content, but we still have to have fun time. You know, you still have to enjoy. If you're not enjoying what you're doing, then you shouldn't be doing it. You shouldn't be. If I was going to create content on YouTube and if it was going to make me despise scrapbooking, I wouldn't do it, because I love this. I've been doing this particular scrapbooking. I've been doing it for nearly 20 years on and off, and I couldn't make myself hate this. Like, you know, and I've managed to get around the video, you know, get my brain around the videoing side of things. And like I'm saying, you just gotta, sometimes you have to give yourself time to just have fun. Let your hair down. If you turn the video on and you get yourself a video in the process, that's a bonus. But this is what I was doing, and you can see that's what I was doing, because I was lifting the page up a lot and flicking it around. It was more just because I wanted to play. Now I've got it somewhat how I like it. Now, I'm not too stressed about where I ran the coloured pencil across with the Salvaged Patina up in that top triangle piece. I rubbed it across and it was already wet, so it sort of bit on a little bit too tight for me. How much do you love doing that and going, oh my God, it totally worked? Now, at this point, there's only one thing that I would change about this entire layout. You can see down the left-hand side, there is a white border almost, and there's not on the other side. That I would change straight up, but The other thing I would change is I would put a new trimmer blade on my trimmer. I need to get a new one, and I normally always have backups of them. And over Christmas, I opened my new one and I haven't bought backup blades. So, unfortunately, I got a bit of feathering on my black, and I absolutely hate that. I really, really hate that. So, that's the only thing that I didn't like about this entire layout, to be honest. And like I said, I was just playing. I was just having fun. I was playing with my distress inks. I use distress inks. I use distress watercolor pencils. I use texture paste and a tiny bit of washi tape. That's it. That's all I used. Now, the silver behind this photo. Now, I double matted that because this is like a focal point layout. So whenever you use, let me think, whenever you use an arrow going into like the point into the center of the page, it's like a focal, I think they call it a focal point layout, something like that. I don't know, I just call it 2 triangles. But when you do that, it really emphasizes whatever you're putting in the center. And that's my photo. So that's why I did a double matte on it. So I've got the white border around the photo, then I've got the black, then the silver, then the black again. And it literally makes the photo stand up off the page. Even though I glued it down. I didn't even raise it up. So I know it's probably annoying you watching me like not putting this photo down yet, but for me, I needed to do it like this so that I could hide all the bits in the middle that don't connect anywhere. And it just makes it easier when you're putting all your strips down. Now, the black is just 1/4 inch cardstock. That's it. That's all it is. The washi tape is 1/4 inch silver metallic cardstock. That's it. This is where I realized I was going to run into a problem because this is quite, what do you call it? Symmetrical. I had to take a little bit off each side, which gave me a bigger border than I usually would like. So this is how I fixed it. I traced around it with my lead pencil. Then I pulled out the same washi tape that I put on the top. Excuse me. Get my voice to work. And I just ran the washi tape around the outside edge, leaving the black trim, but just doing that. So when I put my photo back on there, my layout back on there, it's got a silver border as well as a black border. Probably if I had have stepped back and if I was in content creator mode, I probably would have stepped back and looked at it and realized that it probably needs another black border. Right, like maybe I should have run some ink or something around the edge of the layout so that there was black then silver, so it matched the photo mat. But you know what? We live and we learn. Not every layout's going to be perfect, and we're not going to love every single layout. But I do love how this one came out. But, you know, I can always critique my own stuff, and I can always sort of sit back because I do like a very simple lines. I say simple, but I quite often I'll create a layout and it'll look like I've put in so much effort, but it's just the repetitive process. I find that very cathartic. Now, I'm going to do my shameless plug a little bit earlier than I normally do. If you guys are watching my channel and you have not yet subscribed to my channel, I would love you to jump on board. The main reason I want you to do that is because I have monetize my channel, and something that I said and explained to you guys when I made the decision to do this was that I was going to, oh, sorry, that was my speaker that just shut off. I was going to give back to you guys through that process. Now, when we get to 1,500 subscribers, I'm going to have a giveaway, and I'm not just making that giveaway for Australian and New Zealand. It's going to be for everybody. So if the two winners are from Australia, I can't control that, but yeah, it's for everybody. So if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe, because as soon as we get to 1,500, we're going to have a giveaway, and it's for everybody. So I'm hoping that we can have the giveaway by March. Do you think I'm probably being a bit game? I don't know. I'm so new to this, guys. I don't know. I'm blown away with the feedback that I get from everybody. And yeah, so I just wanted to chuck that shameless plug in here, because by allowing my channel to grow and getting my passion out there for everybody else to see, my scrapbooking style, it is different to everyone else. It's not, you know, I don't over embellish to Billy O. I make sure that I quite often use my titles as my embellishments. I like to keep my pages clear and clean lines and that sort of thing. Occasionally I grunge things up. Sometimes I sort of do anything and everything. So yeah, but that's my plug. So leave me a comment. I love finding out where my new subscribers are from. It blows my mind. I cannot believe that the other day I had someone actually comment, and they were from Zimbabwe. And I'm like, someone in Zimbabwe is watching me? That was a mic drop moment for me. I was like, you are kidding me. But heaps of people in Minnesota, absolutely love that. Where else do I have people from? Had Colombia. I had Ohio the other day. Where else? The UK. I've had, there was Brussels. I had Scotland the other day. There was someone from Scotland. I had someone from Ireland. Like, seriously, it blows my mind. All these people are finding me. I'm popping up in front of their little faces, and people are liking what I do. So that's pretty awesome. Thank you so much for letting me do what I love. I absolutely love it. So, and thank you for watching me and enjoying what I bring to you pretty much every day, 6 days a week. So I'm just adding some bling. These are the Pinkfresh Studio flat backed bling, and I just added some of that because it needed some sparkle. So this is my layout, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I genuinely appreciate each and every one of you, and I'm glad I flicked the camera on because I really like the layout. Let me know down below what you think. And I have Facebook and Instagram. Those links are in my description as well if you want to jump over there and see the still photos. Thanks for watching. Chat to you soon. Bye for now.